The initiation phase. Initiation phase overview. Every project starts with an idea, an organizational need that must be addressed. But not every idea becomes a project. That's where the project sponsor comes in. The project sponsor evaluates whether the idea is feasible and whether it can deliver the expected benefits to the organization. If the project seems promising, the next step is to bring a project manager on board. Now, here's something to think about. Not everything is a project. If a task is simple and can be handled by an internal department without significant resources, it's just regular business. A real project is a complex, temporary initiative that aligns with strategic objectives and requires structured execution. So, how does an idea officially turn into a project? That's where the business case comes in. Business case development. A business case is a document that justifies why a project should be approved. It's presented to the board of directors or decision makers to secure funding and resources. But what exactly does it include? The purpose of the project. The costs and expected financial gains. A detailed financial analysis, including projected revenues, expenses, and inflation factors. Once the business case is approved, the project is officially given the green light. But before execution begins, we need to define the project scope. Project scope definition. Think of the project scope as the blueprint for the entire initiative. It defines everything that needs to be done to achieve the goal. But here's the tricky part. Gray areas. Have you ever started a task only to realize later that expectations weren't clear? That's what happens when project scope isn't well defined. To avoid confusion, the project sponsor, project manager, and project team work together to eliminate uncertainties. The project team includes specialists from various departments: production, IT, HR, and supply chain, each contributing their expertise. But here's something interesting. A project manager isn't obligated to accept the project. If the gathered information suggests the project is unrealistic, they can decline it. That's why conducting a feasibility study is crucial. Feasibility study. A feasibility study is a high-level analysis that answers one key question. Can this project realistically succeed? It evaluates the goals, the scope, the available resources, time, budget, and workforce. The project sponsor plays a key role in this process, assessing whether the organization has the necessary budget, employees, and expertise to execute the project successfully. If the project doesn't pass this test, adjustments may be needed before moving forward. Risk assessment and managing expectations. Let's be real, every project has risks. But the key to success isn't avoiding risk. It's identifying, analyzing, and preparing for it. Stakeholders must discuss risks up front, ensuring everyone shares the same vision. The worst-case scenario? Moving forward without addressing misaligned expectation, leading to budget overruns, delays, or even project failure. This is why early risk assessment is non-negotiable. But before execution begins, one final document must be created: the project charter. Project charter creation. The project charter is like the official birth certificate of a project. It summarizes everything done in the initiation phase in a clear, high-level document. Here's what it includes. Project ID and name, a unique identifier. Project description, the reason and goal of the project. Project objectives, what the project aims to achieve. Timeline and milestones, key deadlines. Project scope, what's included and what's not. Key stakeholders, clients, sponsors, and project managers. Main risks and mitigation strategies, how risks will be handled. Budget and financial constraints, funding details. A well-written project charter ensures everyone involved has a clear understanding of the project's purpose, boundaries, and responsibilities. Now, here's an interesting fact: the project manager can be appointed before or after the charter is written. But no matter when they join, the analyses conducted during the initiation phase are essential in setting the direction of the project. Final thoughts. And there you have it, the initiation phase of project management. From identifying a project need to securing approval and defining the project scope, every step is crucial in setting a strong foundation for success.